women in Heartland are excited about our first regional International Women's Day. On Sunday, March 7th, we will gather and learn from Esther 4:14 for such a time as this. Here are ways God has been moving in our churches.
Here in Kansas City, for such a time as this, God is teaching us how to be led by His Spirit and how to grow deeper in our relationships with one another.
In Natural State Church, for such a time as this, God is teaching us that He still does miracles.
Here in the Free State Church, for such a time as this, God has been teaching us the importance of listening and trusting in Him and His Word.
The Omaha Church of Christ, for such a time as this, God is teaching us that His love, when it meets diversity, becomes our greatest strength.
At the Springfield Church of Christ, for such a time as this, God is teaching us that connection to Him and to one another will sustain us in tough times.
In Heartland Church, for such a time as this, God is teaching us that now more than ever, Christians need to love, to give, to serve, and to rise up.
Here in Wichita, for such a time as this, God is teaching us that staying connected and committed to our one another relationships not only brings encouragement, but spiritual growth, both personally and communally.
In the Gateway City Church, for such a time as this, God is teaching us the power of being in His Word in small groups together.
In Columbia, for such a time as this, God has been teaching us how to dig deeper with Him and how to dig deeper with each other.
We would love for everyone to join us. This event will be taking place on Sunday, March the 7th from 2 to 4 p.m. We're very excited to welcome special guest speaker Megan Zillman from the Denver Church. This will be a free online event and you will be receiving more details from your local church. We can't wait to see you there.